Hey, give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna leave it live. Give me a split second. Let me grab something. All right. All right. My bad. I wasn't prepared. Now let me go live on my IG. Uh, Before we get into it. All right. I did it again. Move, Ace. No, I'm working right now, man. I did it again. This is another Sunday. Real Talk Live, to where I actually get to get outside of lawn care a little bit and get to tapping on some issues that's going on in the world. You see what I'm saying? For the individuals who don't know who I am, I'm John Crawley with One Man, One More Landscaping. I am a guy self-made out of Nashville, Tennessee is my city. Definitely putting on for us down here for real, for real. And having a good time in the process, doing my best to. Let me swig his coffee and flip it around because they not paying me no money. Just a regular cup. Multitask, say appreciate your lives, man. No problem, bro. Exquisite Grounds, keep Malachi. What up, family? My Duke _ Granger, what's going on? DS in the building. And y'all know this is different on Sunday. This is the Real Talk Live, the way I get to go over some issues that's going on in the world. I've already introduced myself, let y'all know who I was, man. Y'all been seeing the clips. Thank goodness for the new people that's been tapping in with me. Also, thank goodness for the new haters that's been tapping in with me. Hey, man, it's hats off to y'all, and I really appreciate y'all support, man, for real. And y'all got me into a whole nother algorithm right now, and that was just, my quality of work and everything, and it's much appreciated, for real, because I think all my platforms is kind of doing all right now, and I can't complain off any of it. What up, DH Lawn Service that tapped in on YouTube? That's why I can put your comment up. If y'all want your comments to come across the screen on the live feed on other platforms, then you have to go to YouTube, and then you'll see me streaming. One Man, One More Landscaping. So we get back to my banners, okay? Let me go ahead and give a shout out to my sponsor, Doveville Candles. The information is going across on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? They also got the great melts and everything. These the car scents right here. You hang them up on the middle console. It'll light your car up, have it smelling all pleasant when you get back inside. You know what I'm saying? And she also has a vast amount of other products that she does. Soy candles, things of that nature. I recommend just call the number. The website is still trying to get off the ground, but it will happen in due time. But I still go give a shout out to my sponsor, one of the first ones that took a chance on One Man, One More Landscaping, and I thank them for taking that chance on me and always having my back. When I fall down, my sponsor's always there to pick me up, okay? So we got that out the way. Now, let's go ahead and transition to the spotlight of the week. And during this moment is what I do is I always like to highlight somebody within my life that I'm in communications with that had a true impact on my life this week about me, either doing better with my business or gave me some insight or some knowledge to where I can, just basically handle life a lot better. And the person I want to put in the spotlight today is Mom Dukes, Miss Virginia Crawley. And that's the individual. A lot of people's been contacting my phone to get invoices and things like that. And that's my mom that picks up the phone, Miss Virginia Crawley. And ever since she has taken this role over from me, has allowed me to actually be able to get some work done. Because when you're an owner operator and you don't have any assistance regarding your phone, you tend to get bogged down when you out in the fields working, and also she got on top of my billing a lot more. So my payments are coming in faster than they've ever came in. And it actually started last year that I like really let her help me and some other team members help just make sure I get my money in a lot faster. And that actually helps me continue on the business. So the spotlight of the week is my mom, Virginia Crawley. Just thank you for helping me out And I know sometimes I could be a pistol, you know, I'm nothing against you, but it's a little overwhelming right now on what's going down. But I really appreciate her on the daily for helping me and taking that burden off of me by answering that main business line. Because without that, I wouldn't be able to get any work done. I'm telling you like that right now. So gotta give credit to Mom Dukes, man, for real. So thank you, Mom. Love you to death. So and now let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes. Let's see what today's topic's gonna be. Okay, we got the spotlight out the way. We can get that card out of here. All right, we already did that. Had them in disarray. Forgive me, man. I'm gonna get it together sooner or later. Okay. The first thing that I'm just coming up is I've been looking at I try to pay attention to the stocks here coming up soon, and the main thing that's been jumping out to me is the Target stock on how much it has deteriorated over the last year. This time last year, the Target stocks was up to $160 a share. Okay, this the same time last year. Right now, because of some of the decisions they chose to make, you know, with I think they removed the DEI program. And don't quote me if I got it incorrect. They removed it from the facility, or from the company, which caused their stock to plummet all the way down to $97.37 right now for a stock of Target. Now I think it's gonna come back up. I think it's gonna come back up, and I know a lot of other people that has money circulating within the stock market right now are in a fragile situation right now mentally, because I know a lot of people that have stocks that's invested. You know, you have your 401ks, 401 A's, your 401b's, and all the other things that you can, you know, amass in your portfolio are taking a significant hit with the stock market right now because it's just so volatile, because nobody knows what the future is going to hold. Okay. So, but just pointing out a couple of the stocks like Target is taking a hit. I think a lot of other stocks are probably going to start taking a hit due to some major supply chain issues that's basically on the horizon right now. Because when the tariffs came in place, and we'll go ahead and proceed to that one, that card here, we get that out the way. Where is it at? Okay. I think it might have been on there. Okay. I go off dome on this, when them tariffs came in place, man, okay, in the beginning, there was no immediate impact on society, okay, because everybody still had warehouses full of goods and all that good stuff, until like right now, the warehouses are being depleted. If you've been paying attention to the grocery store when you go in there, or your department stores, y'all will start to notice that the shelves are becoming rather bare. And that's because of the supply chain issues, okay? And I'm telling you, man, man, oh man. When it finally hits, man, just be prepared, because I've been seeing a lot of news reports, you know what I'm saying? Because I be following it when I can, when I'm not, you know, submerged in what I have going on. I try to give a look-see and see what's going on. So let me go to some headlines real quick, because I like to try to give some clarity on each one of the networks, okay? Because, okay, if you go to CNN, you know, that's a lot of the main networks that a lot of people go to and consult for their news. But you go to them, the headline show, Trump says he doesn't know if he must uphold the Constitution. Just looking at the angle that they taking towards it, okay? And also, announcement just came down, look like another headline. Trump orders 100% tariffs on foreign movers. Okay, wow. And also he's looking to reopen Alcatraz. Oh wow, I wonder who's gonna go to Alcatraz. That's amazing. We cook, bro. That's amazing right there. So, and let's take another approach, because I just like to kind of go over some headlines there, because I know that for a fact that CNN, they really try to stick it to Trump every chance they get. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of critics of him every chance they get to be on CNN. So let's take it to Fox News, because you have to be diverse, okay? You have to be diverse. You just can't go off one news agency. So let's go to Fox News and look at some headlines. On Fox News, the Republican-based news network, Trump vows to protect Americans from the most brutal offenders as Alcatraz comeback announcement. Now, from what I'm looking at right now, this is some fear mongering. That's just my perspective, because a lot of people in this country are real fearful, you know, and he knows how to arouse an individual's fear points. Okay, he's been doing it for a long time. The big and the bad are coming. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take this, take that from you, you know, the criminals and all this, you know, fear mongering. I get it. There's a lot of care bears out here, people that really care about safety first. So, and he knows this. He picks at it. And I ain't mad at him. It's a it's a good tactic that I understand what he's doing, but I'm not sure if a lot of individuals understand what he's doing. So he's very aware of it. So and that's just a headline on Fox News, okay? And let me see what other thing he got going on here. Okay. Let me see. Trump lays out timeline for new national security advisor, addresses move with Waltz. Okay, I don't know anything about that one. Okay, let's move to MSNBC. Let's see what they got going on. A couple of headlines, man. Let's see what's going on. Most Trump voters still say they have no regrets. Here's why that matters. I mean, they believe in his tactics, you know. It's okay. But I think a lot of things is gonna have to transpire before people see the real impact on what's going on with the executive orders that he has placed and he has put in place, and also his dealing with this tariff issue, which is going to pretty much upend a lot of small businesses here in the United States when their supply chain issue starts to really hiccup. And I know the auto tariffs, that extra taxation, that extra tariff has went in place. So that's going to disrupt the car industry probably forever, because once the prices start to go up, you know, the American way, they never come down. So let me see here. So that's that on that. So let me see what else is going on. Oh wow. So I mean, it's some pretty strange times right now that we living in. But I think it's gonna be all right, man. It's just it kind of goes back into what I be, you know, kind of mentioning about self-employment is a good thing, and actually studying the market so you just don't turn it to, is always like to compare. You don't turn it to a Blockbuster video when Redbox came out and put them out of business, and or when Netflix came out and actually hammered the coffin shut, because you stand on top of what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just remaining the same, you always have to be willing to go through constant change so you can see this stuff coming and what's gonna happen. Or you go mildew and you ain't gonna see it coming when things hit you over the head. So it's just my advice, but I try to stay on top of as much news as possibly can. And also I know that the deportation is definitely up right now. You know what I'm saying? It is. A lot of people is getting mass deported. I've seen reports. I've heard about reports of like a lot of protesting that's going on. It's telling the government they disrupting families, they destroying families and things like that. So I just really kind of feel sorry for them, because I know a lot of the individuals being deported and being vilified, they are harmless and they don't do and they do their best to try to provide a better quality of life for their family. And I just don't like how all the individuals are getting put in the same category. Now, with my ethnic persuasion and everything, I know how that feels like to be consumed and be placed in a certain category as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I do understand that completely, because, you know, I grew up like how I look in America, and it's really like that out here. But in saying that, I refuse to try to group everybody in the same boat. I refuse to just really just carry on that stereotype, because everybody's not all the same. Everybody's not all alike. Everybody's uniquely different. And you don't know how individuals raised and reared to be dumped in all that negative shit that be portrayed out here in the world, bro. You just don't know. And how people have to literally reverse that and bust out of it. I can't make it up, man, for real. And in saying all of that, I don't mind actually being the one that break down a lot of them stereotypes that we not all the same. You know what I'm saying? You have bad apples in every bunch of things that's out here in the world. There's always gonna be some bad apples in it. There's always gonna be some people in places gonna try to fuck it up for everybody else. It's just the way of the world. You got some horrible black people that ain't full of shit. You got some horrible Caucasians, white folks is full of shit. You got some Hispanics that's full of shit. I mean, you got everybody's got bad apples in every bunch that's full of shit. But you cannot group everybody together and vilify a whole group of people. That's preposterous and it's crazy. And I'm watching it go down to the Hispanic community. I'm talking about vilified. Bro, it's almost like, you remember when 9/11 happened? Anybody that was from the Middle East, do you remember how they was vilified? Man, you walk in the store and people was getting nervous. Just think about this. Now the blame has been shifted to the poor Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? And I really hate it for them. I do, because as you being African American persuasion, and you look like how I look, man, you know what it is in this country. I'm not trying to go off on a soapbox on that, but like we got to keep it all the way honest. Or if you don't keep it all the way honest and be real about it, you won't be able to come up with no solutions. Now I'm telling you like this, man, bro. I have been beating down stereotypes along all my life. I've been hearing a lot of things growing up like you're not like the others, or you're different, or what else have I heard here recently? It just been wordage and terminology like that, man, for real, that I've been hearing all my life. And that kind of let me know that I know I'm beating down the stereotypes on how they view, you know what I'm saying, my people and my race. I get that. I get it. And I don't mind being in the forefront to beat them doors down. I don't mind. Because I know it's some people that probably hate my guts because I look like how I look. They hate my guts that I have the confidence that I have to speak on my clips like I do. It's just what it is. Everybody's not going to like it. Do they know me personally? Of course they don't, because they wouldn't view me like it. Do I blame them? Of course not, because we live in America. You have freedom of speech. You got rights. You got rights to treat everybody like shit if you want to. And the moment you understand that, things will not get to you as much as it used to in the past. Because it's always some ugly people, because especially when you active and you putting yourself out there in the world, when you start becoming fearless, you get that Care Bear stuff out of your system, to where like you're not really moved by how people view you or people talking about you behind your back. You just understand that people have God-given rights to do that. You know what I'm saying? You basically trying to take away somebody's rights to talk about you if they want to. Or, you know, find out some information about you that you told them and go right behind your back and tell all your business. People have God-given rights to do that to you. For real. Now, what you have to do is once you start understanding this, there's always signs when people would do things like that, okay? Now, when you see the signs, you can't keep going down the same road and expecting a new outcome. When you see the signs arise when you're dealing with people, you have to pay attention to them key signs for real, and then proceed to go the other way, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you what a lot of people do, and including myself. You will get burnt out here by so many individuals. I'm talking about cooked. To where like somebody done did you so wrong to where you were shut down, okay? And then you won't be the same genuine person that you're used to because people done fucked over you so bad because you didn't have the right people around you. You see what I'm saying? So instead of, you know, eliminating the problem, they're shut down. So when the people that can really help them elevate their life or be the person that they need, they'll have to work times 15 or 20 to penetrate what somebody else done wronged you and did. You see what I'm saying? If it makes sense to y'all. So they can't even really get close to you without them having to jump through all type of hoops, barriers, and all this stuff, and they might be the one for you. You know what I'm saying? Or a friend that can really benefit you and y'all go up to the next level. But if you surround yourself by individuals with the crab in the bucket mentality, I really don't see how you can rise up out of there, really, unless you start distancing yourself. I just don't see it. That's just me personally. Now I have a handful sprinkle that I deal with here in Nashville. And I know a lot of people, but on a personal level, it's like a sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? Because I call it a vetting process. I have to vet a lot of individuals to make sure that they're genuine before I just let them all the way in with me. That vetting process could take 6 months to a year because I think somebody can fake it that long. To be honest, they can't. They can fake it 6 months to a year, and after that, the Maybelline will come down, and then you will actually start seeing the realness in people and what they're all about. Are they stand-up individuals? Or are they care bears? And the care bears mean they really concern themselves about what people say or think about them. They're worried about portraying an image that nobody can see that they fell down and they fell off. Those are care bears. They're worried about they can't go out the house without looking a certain way because they scared people might judge them wrong. Those are care bears for real. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there's so much other shit in the world they could be putting their focus into instead of worrying about the opinion of somebody, especially if they're not paying their bills. They ain't help them get nowhere in life. It's just regular people. They just, they care about what they think. And it's astonishing to me, for real. And then I can see why so many people go back and forth online with individuals because they might be care bears, for real. They might be. Because they worrying about, okay, this person is trying to discredit what I'm doing. I'm like, bro, that's their God-given right to discredit. The only thing you need to know, if you have people that want to, say negative things about you from what you're doing, obviously you have some type of juice. You got the juice. Because if somebody want to discredit you or tear you down, man, that's all publicity. Is good publicity. And I'm going to keep on hammering and chiseling at that for real. Because they're keeping your name relevant when you not there. And this is the fun thing about it. When they talking so down about you behind your back, check this out. This the kicker part, man, for real. The individuals talking so down about you behind your back, right? Talking about your lows and all of this stuff. What's going to happen when all of this stuff that they saying is proved to not be true? What you think is going to happen to the individuals doing all the talking? When all the negative things were said and done, and then you rise to the occasion and you come up out of your situation that they so-called talking about you about. What's going to happen then when everybody looking at you like, damn, you came up. The fuck was he? I thought that person fell off. What the hell happened? Man, you just were hating on him, wasn't you? I'm telling you, the roles will change. For real. So be mindful. The only thing you have to do to kill all of that shit is just have massive success in whatever you're doing in life. And let the people do all that talking, man, and just use that as fuel to work on yourself, to make sure that you see the signs, that you don't let people in close to your life like it. Because especially if they know you personally, they should know that you might not be there yet and you might be concerned about, them going back to do things like it. So they don't care about any of that. And you got to keep that in your mind. They don't care about you. So if they go do that to you. So you just have to identify that you do have to make sure that you take care of your own mental first. You have to develop a strong mental, especially when you put yourself out here in the community and try to establish a business, a reputable company. Listen to me. You have Google search where people can tear you down. You have your past clients that weren't doing you right, weren't even paying you accordingly. They will tear you down. You got your family and friends that don't even believe that you're in business like you are. They go tear you down. You might even have your significant other, your wife's husband, they might even tear your ass down that you ain't gonna do nothing. Out of all of that, man, if you just keep going and just be consistent on whatever it is, everybody that has some negative to say about you, they're all gonna eat crow. They're gonna have to eat everything they said when your shit pop off. For real. They're gonna have to eat it up. But in their beginning on developing tough skin to undergo that is so rough and rigorous And a lot of times individuals do not feel like they can actually get there in life and develop some of that tough skin, like what I'm talking about. Because a lot of people hollering about they really like that. Nah, you're not. You're not. Because you show signs that you are like it. For real. Because the individual that don't care, he gonna put himself on a platter. He don't care if the president seen it, the pastor seen it, the mom seen it, girlfriend, or whoever in the hell in the world sees him doing their thing. That person don't care. You see what I'm saying? He gonna continue to do him regardless of all the naysayers. Anybody who got anything positive, negative, or whatever it is, he put it in the same bucket, or she puts it in the same bucket and continue to do their thing. You know why? Because they have their own measurable marks in place to where they individually see themselves growing in life. They don't need a validation from somebody. And that's a whole nother issue that I had to let go of myself, is just by receiving validation from individuals that'll never give it to you. You know what I'm saying? For real. The moment I really start doing self-validation to where I had my measurable mark to see where I was at last year and where you at right now. You know what I'm saying? Even I might have to break it down. Dude, you got up late today. Can you get up and get out the house on time tomorrow? And if I leave on time, bro, that's a measurable mark. I'm happy as hell. That's a milestone for me. Sometimes you gotta break it down into literally baby steps and just get used to tackling them minor milestones that you see yourself growing. Fuck what everybody else see, man. You ain't putting on for, you gotta do it for yourself first. You do that for yourself, everything else will fall in line. And also you will line yourself up with the people that's supposed to be around you when you see it yourself. You won't need nobody validation. Bro, I put it on my life, man. How in the hell am I able to mass produce myself like I'm doing if I needed people validation? Bro, there's been people telling me from day one, you can't do it like this. You can't do it like that. I wouldn't do it like that, bro. But until I saw it myself, I never changed up. Never. Because I had to see it for my own self. Now, I take people's opinion as counsel if they able to live by what they talking about. But I refuse to listen to an individual or give them any type of space in my mind if they not walking that walk that they talking. Like the individuals that really reach me, bro, like that really help me and put some focus into me, they're actually doing what they're talking about. I'm watching it and I'm seeing it. So I take their opinions really seriously because I can ask them some different type of questions and they can answer because they actually in the game with it. I'm not talking to nobody that's gonna come out their ass with theories and all some they done heard somebody else said, but they can't validate it themselves that it's even proven to be like that. Because everything I have heard, I went the complete opposite direction and I've had mad success in it. I've been successful at it. For real. For real. And that's why I'm doing this on Sunday. That way I could get outside of my field and lawn care and landscaping, because I donate all my lives during the week to that field because that's the field that changed my life. And that's the field that I'm going to continue to put on a major platter. And if you take your experience, you take your skills seriously, bro, you're going to be able to write your damn ticket and get exactly what you want out of it. You ain't got to be the little guy. You pulling up charging $25, $30 a cut. You ain't, man, you don't have to do that the moment you have the skills behind you. But if you don't have the skills, bro, there is no way you go pull up on a block beside me and you charging the same price I'm charging. And they looking at my work and then they see your quality of work. Bro, it just ain't gonna go down like that, man. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, man. Your client go come on over and walk straight on over to me. And like, man, he charging me all that, but why it don't look like that? And they go try to tell the client, oh, he has striping kits. He got all this equipment. He got special instruments. Man, I don't have any of that. Stop lying. I don't have any of that for real. And bro, I just be tripping off that stuff, man. But like I said, that's why it's really so important that like I'm a firm believer in just building yourself up, man, because only you know what you went through. Nobody else knows what you're going through. Nobody else knows really your mental battles that you're suffering every day. Nobody knows but you. So if you're the only one that truly knows, and it probably even if you're married, your wife, if you're a woman, your husband probably don't even know them inner struggles that you're dealing with because you might not even feel comfortable talking to them about it. So you got to get past this stuff on your own. And then once you start to overcome it, it'll get easier. Every time you have a challenge arise, bro, I'm telling you, it will get easy and easier for you to, game plan it and you just tackling and get it behind. And you won't let things keep on progressing until it gets so out of control to where you have to explode, because that's not a good place to be in. When I exploded, I did things so irrationally because I was out to hurt people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? When I exploded, because I let things bottle up. And then when I go for the juggling, I'm trying to hit somebody in their pockets, for real. And that's it, on all levels. I'm trying to like drain the swamp and like literally try to take everybody money from them. And it don't be on no mischievous stuff like no crazy stuff. Now I do it within the court of law. I try to break somebody's pockets down when I get, what I'm saying, wrong, because I know how to really sting somebody. And you get off in them pockets, they'll remember you for a long time. So, and that's normally what I do. Or I would just eliminate people and cut them off. I don't care how long we've been rocking. I don't care if it's 20, 30, 40 years that we've been rocking together. Like we've been in the sandbox, bro. If it comes down to it, I will cut you off for a peace of mind. And just know that there's no way that somebody should have got be that upset. There's no way I can have them around me no more as long as I'm living. That's how I look at it, man. I don't care. I love you, lovey-dovey, family, close friends. Listen to me. I'm a respectable person. I always leave with respect. If I can't receive it in return, bro, they probably got one or two shots at the top. After that first shot, I'm gonna let them know don't nobody talk to me like that. Or I'm gonna have to say something pretty stern. If it goes down again, that next conversation is probably being a line like, dude, it's over with. We're not cool for the rest of my life. For real. I said, now if I'm wrong, or check this out, if I'm wrong, then there will be a higher power in place that'll line us back up, and maybe we can make amends to it. But in the meantime, I'm finna go my way, and I'm gonna stay over there for real, and I'm gonna let you have it, cause it's never worth sacrificing. Nothing is worth sacrificing all this hard work I done put in to build my company up the way that I built it up. The moves that I made from last year to this year have been so big, and I was wrecking my mind to try to figure out how I was going to pull it off. For me to actually walk through that door and I made it out okay and actually doing better in business because I had the confidence to pull the trigger. Because I listened to people who have done it. They gave me the ins and outs on what's going to happen. They told me some processes that I needed to do because they saw that I could do it. They pulled into me. I simply applied that information. I didn't just get the free game and not apply it. No. I don't do shit like it. I lined it up what I had to do and I applied it and it worked. It worked. For real. It's all that I do. But a lot of times I have to see it for myself. And that's what I recommend. It's probably like it with a lot of other people. You just got to see things for yourself. And it's okay to be like it, but if you can expedite the process by listening and paying attention to people who done been down that road before, it will save you some heartache and pain. That's why the OGs, the old heads, are so knowledgeable, especially the ones that's been in business for a long time and they actually been undergoing constant change. They are so knowledgeable about certain situations that they naturally answer questions so quick, and you'd be like, damn, if you just pay attention, you could dodge so much. He said, online presence is great these days. I need Google SEO. Yeah, online presence is definitely good. Bigsley, just keep what you're doing and do quality work. When you get money, get some shirts in your company name. All that's coming, man. It's happening in the background. DH Lawn Service. It's happening in the background, baby. He said, I'm in Winston-Salem. Oh, that's what's up. Customer. Big, what's it? Bigsley? Hey, I've been watching you for a minute. I just started my own lawn service like a week ago. I got 10 clients out passing out business cards, and I just got a question. How can I grow business like more customers? Bro, tell everybody in the world what you're doing. Tell everybody. Literally, if you go in the store, anybody you can spark up a conversation, tell them, yeah, man, I just started my lawn care business. Let me know if you know anybody needs some lawn service, hand them a card. Like the more people that know, the better. If you're on Facebook, bro, there's so many Facebook groups, community groups. If like in Nashville, there's small cities within Nashville. They have a Donaldson group, we have an Antioch group, we have a North Nashville group, West Nashville group. Like every city within a major metropolitan has groups in it. Try to get somebody to let you in those groups, and then mass advertise yourself. It's free. Then if you really want to put some icing on the cake, get your Google search, get your Google searches up. You know what I'm saying? Or you could go to, I think Indeed. That's like an app you can use in there, and you can tell them what service you offer, and they will refer you business. People can pick you, and you might pick up leads that way. Just I would Google and also use Google. How can I get more leads and apply what you can apply to yourself? Apply it and try it to see if it works. That's what I did. No, I didn't do. No, let me take it back. I didn't do any of it. I did do the word of mouth, telling everybody what I did. But my quality of work is what separated me from a lot of landscaping companies. Is because I continued to work on my craft, and I don't leave no crap. I just don't leave no crap out there for real. So I'm not going. Lawn Barber checking in. Illinois, what up, family? Volkswagen Planet. Hey, brother, I sold off the cleanup job of a homeless site today for 1K. Win-win. Ooh, good job, Volkswagen Planet. Blake, Richards, thanks, bro. I appreciate you always tapping in like you do. Love the diamonds. I appreciate that, Juke. J up, Juke. How you pronounce? I hope I ain't tearing it up too bad. It's crazy. My mom's run my business too. Ain't that something, man? How moms always help out their sons like that, man? For real. Without them moms, I don't know what we'll do. And that's why I be trying to tell some of these guys, man, hey, since I said that, I'm going to throw this out there to y'all. If y'all understand, I understand how I view my mom. So regardless on what's going on between me and my children's mom, my children is going to view her like I view my mom. So in saying that, guys, y'all be mindful. Be mindful. That's all I'm gonna say. Sometimes you have to take the high road. You got to. You can handle more. It'll catch up to you on the back end. That's all I'm gonna recommend to you. I'm gonna leave it alone at that. But how I view my mom, if I watch my dad just constantly tear her down, you know what I'm saying? Even though she might have been wrong sometime, if I just seen it, I would be devastated or so highly upset. So just be mindful about that. And I'm telling you what'll happen on the if they know good and they throwing you in the and they throwing your name in the mud, they talking so down about you, your dad ain't shit and all this. Don't worry about any of that. It ain't gonna make no sense, nor would it add up on the back end as long as you doing what you supposed to do. And you providing the way, even if they don't know the way you provide. If you do that, I'm telling you, they will see it on the back end. I'm gonna throw that out there for real. They say, okay, what up, brother? How many yards you get finished today? Today, nothing. I don't work on Sundays. That's one thing that I told myself I'm taking off on Sundays. What I did do today, I went around and did like 7 estimates, and I haven't did anything like it in a while. I've been riding around city. I've been went and looked at like 7 homes. I have the estimates ready for them. I done sent them back to maybe 5 or 6. The other 2, I just didn't know who the estimate was regarding, so I couldn't forward it to them yet. But that's what I've been doing, and probably landed probably majority of them if they're able to go with my price that I'm charging. So, and there's been some questions asked because my bi-weekly fee is total. If they want to choose the bi-weekly fee, that's if they want to. It's much higher than the weekly service. Now that choice is them because I just understand how high the grass is gonna be when I pull up. That's why I'm just not going. I'm just not with it, man, because I've been in the game for so long and I know what my quality of work is gonna look like, especially if they have a particular type of grass out there. And two of the clients I pulled up on, I got really excited because it was triple blend fescue right there. And they had some nice little subdivisions to where, like, I'm just looking at the type of stripes I'm gonna lay. I get excited about that stuff, and I'm about to lay a set of diamonds out on one of them probably coming up Tuesday, because I have to. I'm putting the turf trace on it because it's on a little hillside too, and you know I love my hills, man. That's when I can apply that real pressure, because I be seeing guys striping and everything. Ain't nothing against nobody, but show me you can do that on a 45 to 60-degree incline with a flower bed underneath. You got trees all around. I want love to see something like that, especially on a stand on or a zero turn. I gotta see this because I really don't see nobody billy goating them walk behinds like I do across a hillside that's 40 to 60 degrees steep. Unless you really, really cold with that hydro system. You gotta be sick with them hydros to be able to go down that hill diagonally and turn around on a dime without rutting the yard up. You can't rut the yard up. I gotta see it, man, for real. I ain't trying to get the big head and say I'm the biggest man, but man, damn it, I gotta see it, for real. I want to see the incline, 60 degree. And I don't want to go no straight up and down because that's too easy. I've been in the game for too long. That's too easy. We need to go diagonally across the hill. Yeah. Let me see a diagonal stripes, and then a up and down. Yeah, and then how about, yeah, man, let's put some zigzags across it or something up a hillside. Now, flat surface is too easy. Let's do this on cliffs. See, that's a whole nother dynamic right there for real. That's, man, pressure. Real pressure, man. I can't make it up. You see the clips, man. And it's just the beginning because it's finna turn into zigzag May right now. Every yard that's predominantly tall fescue, bro, I'm zigzagging the whole month. The clip that's going nuts right now, man. Just think about when it zigzags planted across that hill. Man, come on now. You know how much time on it that's gonna take for that magnificent masterpiece I'm finna get ready to do this week? Man, come on, man. I don't, man, ain't there. You taking too much time on. Man, all right, you lose in the beginning to win big on the end. A lot of people don't understand that philosophy. All these neighborhoods that I'm in right now, and when I was up to 171 yards, I used to lose in the beginning. Because I had drive time. I'm driving all these neighborhoods. I'm like, dude, I'm not making no money. I'm losing in gas and all this, but check this out what happened. This is what happened. When I kept going in them neighborhoods and my quality of work was standing out more than all them other guys, that was just quick. I'm right there taking my time and I'm smoking them. Guess what happened? The neighbors came up, 2 or 3 more neighbors come up. Instead of me going to do 1 yard, guess what? I got 7 over there right now. That's when I created the word the hot spots. You don't go up and automatically get the hot spots. No. Them neighbors have to see if you dedicated. Are you really like that? Will you continue to show up? Will your quality of work diminish when you get workers out there? All of that's on the line when you grow your business, whether you like it or not. Mine never diminished. Never. That's why I write my ticket. That's why I'm able to be inside of some of these neighborhoods that a lot of people would love to be in because my quality of work, no advertisement. It's just me keep showing up and holding shit down. That's how I got on. And being myself and leading with respect first. That's how I'm beating them stereotypes down. That's how I'm doing it. You see what I'm saying? Being myself and that quality of work is going to outshine anybody, anything. Because sooner or later, they're going to have to get in with me. They want that type of quality of work. Or they're going to have to find somebody that really understand that. And they're going to take their time. And then they're going to be able to get you in there like that. For real. Because I'm really just that confidence within my skill. I'm really like it. For real. I don't need no pat on the back no more, man. I done overcame that. I don't need it. As long as I get up and get the oral out and have my babies on the back, the dream equipment that I always had, the dream trimmers, the blowers that I always wanted, and I get an opportunity to pull up and that mower fires up, I get another chance to make some magic. I get another chance after I'm done, send it off to get billed for. It's another opportunity for some more money to come in for me to influx my business. Every day there's so many opportunities out there that a lot of people, and if you're in this industry, bro, there's no way in hell you can take them opportunities for granted because there's somebody out there that wanted more than you. And he's gonna get them yours because you bullshit. The individual that think that y'all doing y'all customer a favor by showing up, you bullshitting. That's from me to you. That's from me to you. To think that your customers owe you something for pulling up to cut their yard. You bullshitting. For real. That's from me to you. Definitely from me to you. You tripping. Yeah, me to you. Say that again. You definitely bullshitting. And for the individuals that feel like your client is nitpicking about the yard and all this and the third, all they too particular, man, that's their fucking kingdom, bro. That's where they can go home and be at peace and get away from the world and stuff. They want their stuff typed right. That's called customer service. You got to be able to improvise, adapt, and overcome and adjust to all them different types of clients because you don't know who's going to be a potential customer to you. You don't know. You don't know what they know. A lot of my clients are so damn particular about their yard that, and I'm glad that I kept them on because it had me to be so disciplined to where I look for them small things that I wasn't even looking at it first, but my client told me about it. And I was like, okay, let me make sure I pay attention to that on other yards. And guess what the other people say when I was doing what it got pointed out to me? Oh man, the last 3 or 4 lawn care guys went in hitting it like, yeah, bro, they always left streaks and they didn't blow off my patio up here. Nothing, bro. They just hit that down. I'll be like, you know what? But I learned from getting corrected on it by one of my clients. And that's why I be telling people, y'all want to be a boss out here, but check this out. I have 90 supervisors over me. I think I'm up to 90, 80 something. All my clients are supervisors over their yard. They gonna come out there, some of them come out there and watch me cut the grass. Literally be on the porch supervising me, watching me cut the grass. For real. Like some people are retired, bro. The only thing they look for is the mail to come. They look for is for me to come, the paper person to come, and any service people like the internet, Comcast, maybe anything. They look forward to them people coming back. And I'm one of them. And I get the chance to experience and vibe out with my clients every time I go out there to the ones that's retired and I look forward to it. And then this past week, I actually just lost one of my clients. She fell real ill, 93 years old, man, and I didn't even get a chance to, have the last little meetup because she always used to walk to the door with her walker and wait on me to come just so I could speak to her for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And she used to look forward to that. 93 years old. Hurt me to my heart when a daughter called and told me that mom was in hospice. I was like, oh, no. Wanted to go see her, but she was in a state to where sepsis had set in. So she was, didn't have the right mind. I really hate that for her because I couldn't see it. And I have another client I just got a call from that he's in ICU. And I'm like, dude, I done lost so many clients and had to go through that process, and it just come with the territory. So it just be rough, but them clients changed my life though, for real. All my clients did. They had me out here swimming with the sharks to where it's cool, bro. It's like I'm just really growing something big. Then I have done have my social media. It's just growing. Everything around me is it's growing. Because I finally feel like I'm lining up to the pathway I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And then it's getting easier and easier for me to maneuver and to mass produce myself every day because I'm changing up for the good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same as I was last year. I'm not the same as I was 2 or 3 months ago. It's every day. It's just you trying to chisel at it, man. Every day just trying to do something a little bit better. And I haven't got this many estimates out in one day in a long time, but I did it today. This was a big step for me today. For me, now relaxing, I went and got my hair lined up, of course, like I do every Sunday. But after that, bro, I'm doing estimates. I was doing estimates. I'm pulling up, looking at properties, seeing what I can provide for them, getting the quote back to them, trying to follow up with them. My website is going crazy. I didn't realize I had 6 inboxes on my website with people looking for me. I'm like, okay. Then I'm getting ready to finish this Google search. I'm nervous to finish it. Cause my website said all these external links is lining up to it. So I'm like, man, you asked for this. You asked for it. You asked for this. You wanted an influx in business. You asked for it. So handle it. And have fun doing it. Don't get down on yourself when you miss in a certain day, because if you able to get up in the morning, you can change it up and you have another a shot at the title to just do something better than you did the day before. It'll work itself out, man, for real. It will. It's been working out for me, and that's all I got for you today, man, for real. Because I'm going on fumes. It's been an exciting day. I got through another Real Talk Live. And I just got to get ready. Tomorrow it's the top of the work week. I have to go back to Brentwood tomorrow for the weekly specials. And the ground is really wet. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to zigzag up that hill with the ground being this wet. So I just have to see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Because my quality of work cannot lack. I'm just going to see what I can do. I might have to just go one direction because the ground is going to be really wet. Change my blades out, and then just have to, tackle it the next time I come and do the zigzags up the hills or the zigzags of smaller homes. Then I have a couple of new houses I have to go service. So it's just gonna be an exciting week to see what I can do and what I can get done. And then we'll go from there, man. And every week we just try to do more and try to work towards making sure I get my merchandise out, my e-store. I'm trying to work on my subscriptions to where I'm giving the subscribers the more the juice than I should have been giving them a long time ago. I got a lot of how-to videos I'm trying to get going, and it's so much that I'm trying to do, but I just have to keep chiseling at it, and then hopefully I know for a fact before the year 2025 is over with, I'm going to have everything that I need in place. So that way I can develop a whole nother list of shit that I have to get done by 2026. And if I keep chiseling at this thing like I'm chiseling at it, I know for a fact I'm going to be able to write my damn ticket. It's just going to take a lot of grit, a lot of consistency, that no giving up, just ride it out and figure it out along the way while I'm in the game. I'd rather do it that way than being on the sideline talking about it and never getting in the game and actually being about it. See, when sooner or later you gotta jump off the porch, you gotta get in the game. And then you go realize that it's totally different when you in the game playing than sitting on the sideline doing all that commentating like the fans do. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you in the game, you're a real deal athlete and you going through the motions. Instead of you being a fan screaming down there, but you ain't in the game though. You ain't even cut the mustard to even make it up here. You don't know the sacrifice they had to put in just to be in the main game. You ain't went through none of it in life. You see what I'm saying? That's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hotspots out of truth. Yeah, working ATL for Memphis Reds. His tenant said I did great. He said his current yard guy was trash. And if I wanted his other 21 properties, they were mine. Hey, TR_Diesel. I like that. I'm glad I read that before I got up off here. Hey, man, my bad, man. YouTube, man, my bad. I just been on one tonight. But that's what this platform is for, so I can get on one and kind of get outside of my field some and just talk about things that just happening in the world, my personal experience, the things that I had to overcome in life. And I know with me talking about it, it helps me be able to cope with what I done went through, and it actually will help somebody else that might be possibly going through what I went through to be able to know that it's light on the other side of the tunnel once you change it up. You gonna be all right, but you gotta go through that change on your own. Or like I tell you, just keep being crazy as hell and go through the same shit and expecting a new outcome. Either you insane or you go finally change it up. Because trust and believe, I was insane for years, going down the same road expecting a different outcome, and it never worked out like it. It always got worse. Oh my goodness. I appreciate y'all, man, but I'm out of here, man.